بسم الله بدينا بسم الله بدينا على نبي صلينا بابا عيشة وعيشة يا عيشة وعيشة يا عيشة وعيشة بركة حني لا أنا من داز نسألو أنا من داز نسألو
I invite Kevin home for dinner, but it's on the condition that he must cook for me. Home is a beautiful riad in the center of Asila. Its roof terrace overlooks the rest of the Medina, and we are right next door to a mosque. I have also invited the Ganawa. They are a group of local musicians I had the good fortune to bump into. I'm very excited. Kevin is going to prepare a feast, and I know that the fish could not be fresher.
We're going to start it off with a layer of tomatoes. We've got the little crabs that you hunted, already cooked. When you tried and you hunted, you ended up getting some. And we've got the spider crabs. I think there. Let's check. Yes.
How do you know when they're ready, Kevin?
The time and the colour.
They smell good. I've just got the waft of it.
Come on, get some more.
Wow. I've never had spider crab before. I'm very excited.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're a delicacy, aren't they?
Plus the little crabs. So 2 new things that you're going to try tonight.
Yeah.
Well, let's carry on with the tagine.
So thickly cut.
Yeah.
Everything smells so good. Strong smells.
Colors, flavors, smells.
Waiting for the crowning glory, which is the fish.
Here goes the dorado. Let's put the lamp in the center and this to the fish.
Because it's a hard life being a fisherman, especially in the conditions that they fish in here. It's given me a whole different level and layer of appreciation for this fish that we're going to eat.
Olive oil.
Kevin mixes cumin, pepper, chili, saffron and garlic into olive oil. He then pours this over the fish. As I sit and watch Kevin cook, and I listen to the hypnotic sounds of the ganawa, I am lulled into a deep state of relaxation. Today has been wonderful. I have been allowed yet another glimpse into the lives of the people who live here, and I am in awe of them. They commit fully to the task in hand, may it be fishing or baking bread. Their dedication is admirable, as is their unwavering good humour. It strikes me that the situation I find myself in is most bizarre. I'm sitting high above a bustling and crowded Medina, being taught how to cook, while serenaded with haunting melodies. I am loving every minute of it.
Slow cooking. See how it goes.
كلها وحبابو أرى كلها وصحابو وأنا غريب وبراني ما عندي والي وسلبتوني يا عبا سيدي سبحان الله بالله رجايا بالله رجايا بالله رجايا الكريم سيدي أنا أنا حمقى وهبيلة أنا حمقى وهبيلة أنا حمقى وهبيلة أبيك عايروني أبابا نمشي ورفاقة أنا نمشي ورفاقة أنا نمشي ورفاقة ونبي العربي ويتوني يا با سيدي سبحان الله بالله رجايا بالله رجايا بالله رجايا الكريم سيدي
have a pot of these lovelies. What are we going to do with them?
We're going to just grill it. A quick grill.
What are they? They're not prawns.
They're not prawns, they're similar. In Jib we call them guitarrillas. That's the way we know them. They're in Jib. And they're very easy to catch at night on the rocky areas. They call them guitarrillas, like translated in English, like guitar. The guitar. Why? The way they swim.
Why? How do they swim?
Like.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they're like the wood lice of the sea.
Put the pot there.
And these are just going to be barbecued.
Yeah, a little bit of salt. Just a little bit.
Oh, wow, Kevin. I've just been told a very interesting story by our musicians and the gentleman that we're eating with. They're part of the Ganawa tribe, and they are originally from Ghana. Now, the Ganawa tribe, they're associated with 3 different traditions. The first being the obvious, music. They have a passion for music and for theatre. And another is being in a trance. You may have noticed that when they were performing before, some of them entered this semi-state of consciousness. Through music, they enter this trance, and they can actually put others into a trance too. And for them, it's a way of connecting spiritually through music. Something that's also a pretty horrific aspect to the Ganawa tribe, but very interesting, is the fact that they were enslaved in Ghana by white men, partly because of their love for music. They drew a lot of attention. They were tribes that wouldn't go to battle in the way that we know battle, a bloody war. They would actually sit together and sing. And that's how they conducted arguments or quarrels amongst tribes. They'd sing at each other. And then, once that quarrel was over, they all sat and feasted and ate and drank together. And because of this, they attracted a lot of attention. And when Ghana was invaded, I suppose you could call it, they were enslaved by white men. Now, another very interesting part, and completely bizarre to us to even contemplate nowadays, is they were exchanged as a commodity. Here in Morocco, there was a king in Morocco who exchanged them for salt. So they were gifted to the king, and they became his slaves in exchange for salt. Now, they've always kept up their tradition of music, and the songs we've been hearing them perform today are all about freedom and their homeland. And they, obviously I can understand why they see the importance in maintaining these traditions. Even their instruments are created in the shape of the shackles that held them captive. So they have these constant reminders in their song about freedom and peace, in the instruments they play, and they now believe that it's very important to maintain this tradition. It's a tradition that's passed on from generation to generation, so their fathers, their grandfathers, their sons are all musicians. And here now in Asila, there's an association, a folkloric association, and they perform at weddings, all types of feasts and festivities. You find them in the Shilingitos down at the beach, and they do this on a nightly basis. We came across them here in a Shillingito, and we met them, and we asked them if they'd come and join us for our meal. That they said yes, and it's been an absolute pleasure to have met them and to have heard their story.